Alright, on my CNC machine, I was doing an engraving and it jumped over, and I was looking at it, and belt is actually kind of stretched. See if you can see it. I can see the belt right there. It's stretched out. So every time it hits that spot, it kind of jumps on me. So I'm going to show you how to replace a belt on these things. I bought a new belt. So right on the sides right here, you're going to have your two screws on top that hold the belt in place. You're going to have a screw in the middle, which is goes to the T-nut in the track, and you have your tension screw on the sides. So we're going to take this off to release this belt on both sides. I'm going to release my T-nut and then my tension, or T-bolt and then tension nut bolt. Now I'm going to take off the locking plate. I'm going to take this bracket all the way off, make it a whole lot easier to get it in and out. Alright, now release the other side. Alright, make life a lot easier. Normally you get a piece of string you can tie on to the end of your old belt and tie it onto the end of your new belt to kind of pull it through. Alright, I got some twine I'm going to try. Hopefully it's not too big. Actually, let me take off a strand. Alright, I just separated a strand off the twine, so hopefully that makes it small enough to run through. Tie it to the old belt, tie it to the new belt. Alright, let's try it again. Alright, so old belt is out. I'm going to slowly feed the new belt in. Alrighty, there's the new belt. So we'll take the twine off. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll show you. Well, you can see in the video. Right there is where it's stretched. So I'm gonna go ahead and fasten this side. I'm gonna put this one in the bracket over here. And you don't need a whole lot. I just kind of make it, I almost make it pretty much the edge. Now I'm going to put the one in the T-nut before I put the tension one on. Alright, so on the tensioner, what I'm going to do, I'm going to screw it on until just you want to kind of see where your machine stops out of here before it hits your switch. There's actually, mine's got a little mark right there from the screw. I've already checked it, so I know the machine stops right before that mark. So I'm going to set mine just before that, which is actually going to leave a little bit of a gap right here. So that way I can adjust tension in the future. So we're going to set that one at that point. Now we're going to do this other side. So you just want to get this one, cut it to length. Kind of see how. And again, I'm going to feed this through. Now this time, I'm not going to fully tighten these up. So I might need to adjust that. Yeah. So again, with my T-nut on first. And then put my extension bolt in. Alright, I'm gonna run my machine. All the way over. Alright, so there's different ways to tighten the tension on these. So I know some people just kind of push on it and feel it, which is what I'm going to do. There's some people do a scale and they will measure the pressure on it. I don't have a scale for pressure. So I'm going to pull it where I think it's tight. I'm going to tighten the locking bolts down. And now I can tighten my, or adjust it with my tensioning screw. I kind of do by feel. Like I said, there's different ways. If you may contact your manufacturer to find out what the correct tension is on it. But that's the way I do mine. After you get that tight, make sure your locking bolts are down. Alright, so after you get it, then you want to run it over. Make sure your stop switch, which is triggering that switch right before it hits that plate. And again, just my belt's tight. Check that side, make sure again it's hitting that switch before it hits that plate, so we don't end up hitting the plate and burning up the motor, stripping the belt out. So anyway, if you're replacing your belts on the sides where it's got two motors running it, it's good to replace both belts. That way, because one may wear more than the other. So if you put a good belt on and you have your old belt, so your teeth on your old belt have a farther gap. So when your motors are going, one side may actually move further than the other side. So anyway, that's how you replace your timing belt on your CNC machine. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe.